In this subject, we have divided our course into 8 modules, and depending on the topic contents, each module again have been divided by few lectures. Finally, I have planned to complete the course of Control System 1 by 25 lectures. Hello, my dear students. In the last lecture, I have discussed the Nichols chart and concept of resonant frequency of peak magnification. Today, I am starting 25th lecture, and this is the last lecture of course on control system 1. Now, in the present lecture, I will try to cover temperature control and liquid level control. I will try to cover temperature control and liquid level control. Course outcome CO3. Understand the concept of feedback system and controllers, design compensators in frequency domain. Objectives. After studying this chapter, student will be able to understand a highly thermally efficient device to accurately regulate the temperature. Understand fundamentals of control engineering based on the liquid level control system with integral control action. And know the effect of different controllers, parameters, and methods on the response of the closed loop system. Temperature control system. How does it work? Let us consider of the human body temperature control system. This is the closed loop system. The body regulates its temperature continuously. It may increase or decrease its temperature when it finds that it is too cold or too hot. In this case, temperature is being regulated by a control system. Somewhere in the brain, the optimum temperature of the body set point is stored about 37 degree centigrade. That information is continuously available to some structure. We call the comparator. This one. The comparator sends signal to the heat gain mechanism and heat loss mechanism. Heat gain mechanisms are increased thyroid hormone output and increased activity in the sympathetic nervous system. Heat loss mechanism, decreased thyroid hormone output and sweating. The output of this mechanism will end as either a net increase or a net decrease in the body temperature. The body temperature is sensed by the thermal receptors in the brain and preferably in the body. And the value is sent to the comparator where it is compared with the set point. And this comparator is controlled. If the value is less than the set point, then signal go mainly to the heat gain mechanism. If it is greater than the set point, then they go mainly to the heat loss mechanism. In this way, the body temperature is continuously sensed and maintained constant. Temperature control system. These are two types: manual temperature control and automatic temperature control. In manual control, an operator periodically reads the process temperature and adjusts the heat or cooling input up or down in such a direction as to derive the temperature to its desired value. Manual control may be used in non-critical application where small changes in the manipulated variable cause the process to change slowly and by a small amount. Here we consider a automatic temperature control system. The control variable, in this case temperature, is measured by a suitable sensor such as thermocouple RTD. RTD means resistance temperature detector, thermistor or infrared pyrometer, and convert to a signal acceptable to the controller. This controller compares the temperature signals to the desired temperature set point and actuate the final control device. The final control device alters the manipulated variable to change the quantity of heat being added or taken from the process. Common manipulated variables in temperature controlled process are air, water, steam, electricity, oil and gas. A temperature control system is a type of control system that automatically controls the temperature of an object or an area. We commonly use temperature control system in air conditioner, refrigerators, where the temperature is automatically adjusted as per the input setting. In order to implement a temperature control system, we need a temperature sensor, a controller and cooling system. Let us consider a simple temperature control system using simple components. The aim of this is to automatically turn on or off the fan by detecting the surrounding temperature. The hardware requirements for this simple temperature control system are LM35, LM358 and L293D and fan and few passive components, that means registers. For that particular example, I have considered this operational amplifier. Her input is temperature sensor. These are the thermocouple, RTD, thermistor or infrared pyrometer. Here consider LM35 is a temperature sensor that outputs an analog signals which is proportional to the instantaneous temperature. The output voltage can easily be interpreted to obtain the temperature reading in Celsius. And this control device or system, here consider LM358 is a low power dual operational amplifier integrated circuit, is controlled and it acts as a comparator. Output is motor driver along with fan, forms the output part of the control system. Here L293D is considered for motor driver integrated circuit. Then I will discuss working principle. The working of the temperature control system can be explained easily by comparing it with a closed loop control system. A closed loop control system consists of an input, a control device, output, and feedback system. The input is typically a sensor that continuously monitors the test parameter. Here, test parameter is temperature. Here, the input is the LM35 temperature sensor, and the parameter we are interested in measuring temperature. The data from the input is given to a control device or system. This control device will actuate the output according to the input signal. LM3580 operational amplifier is controller and it acts as a comparator. If the temperature is more than the desired temperature, we need to activate the fan. So, we need to adjust the potentiometer such that if the temperature increases above a value, the output from the operational amplifier should be high. A potentiometer circuit can be used for comparing and measuring potential difference. This high output from the operational amplifier is given to the motor driving, which along with the fan forms the output part of the control system. Since the other drive input of the motor driver is already connected to ground. Whenever the output from the operational amplifier is high, the input to the L293D is high and the fan starts rotating. This will cool down the surrounding and this phenomena act as the feedback in the control system. If the temperature decreases, the LM35, this operational amplifier, sense it and signals the operational amplifier to turn off the fan. So, these are the closed loop control system represent the temperature control system. Liquid level control. What is the liquid level controllers? Liquid level controllers are devices used to monitor the level of liquid and ensure that the liquid is maintained at the set level. How does a liquid level controller work? Level controllers operate using a displacer, also known as a float in the process fluid. As the fluid level passes the high level set point, a signal, either electric or pneumatic, is sent to a control system or an automated control valve, also known as a dump valve. This signals the dump valve to open, and as the level decreases to the low level set point, the pilot stops sending supply gas to the dump valve. Methods of detecting water level in the steam boiler. On a steam raising boiler, there are three clear applications for level monitoring device: level control, low water alarm, high water alarm. Level control to ensure that the right amount of water is added to the boiler at the right time. Low water alarm. This is first and this is second. For safe boiler operation, the low water alarm ensure that the combustion of fuel does not continue. If the water level in the boiler has dropped to or below a predominant level, for automatically controlled steam boilers, these two independent low-level alarms to ensure safety. High water level alarm. The alarm operates if the water level rises too high, informing the boiler operator to shut off the feed water supply. Then pump is off. This point normal water level and here valve will be open. Methods of automatic level detection. Basic electric theory. The way in which electricity flows can be compared with the liquid. Liquid flows through a pipe in a similar way that electricity flows through a conductor. Battery analogous to pump and flow of current analogous to flow of water, and this is valve analogous to a resistance of the electrical circuit, and this valve controlled the flow of water. Conductivity probes. Conductivity probes may have several probe tips, the control points being located where the separate tips have been cut of different lengths. When the tip of the probe is immersed in the liquid, it uses the relatively high conductivity of the water to complete an electrical circuit via the tank, metalwork, and the controller. When the water level drops below the tip, the circuit's resistance increases considerably, indicating to the controller that the tip is not immersed in the liquid. Operating principle of conductivity probe. Consider an open tank with some water in it. A probe, that means a metallic rod, is suspended in the tank. If an electrical voltage is applied and circuit includes an ammeter with the probe immersed in the water, current will flow through the circuit. For this circuit, the probe is lifted out of the water. So the current will not flow through the circuit. This is the basis of the conductivity probe. The principle of the conductivity is used to give a point measurement. When water level touch the probe tip, it triggers an action through a associated controller. These action may be to start or stop a pump, open or close a valve, sound an alarm, open or close a relay. A single tip can only provide a single or point action. Thus, two tips are required with a conductivity probe in order to switch a pump on and off at predetermined levels. When the water level falls and exposed the tip at a point A, the pump will begin a run. The water level rises until it touches the second tip at a point B and the pump will switch off. This is the conductivity probes in a closed loop system. Conductivity probes summary. Conductivity probes are normally vertically mounted, used where on or off level control is suitable. Often supplied mounted in groups of 3 or 4 in a single housing, although other configurations are available. Part to length on insulation. Since the probes use electrical conductivity to operate, applications using very pure water where conductivity less than 5 microsiemens per centimeter are not suitable. Automatic level control system of a boiler using conductivity probe. This probe gives signal to controller and the controller gives signal to pump. This most common method of level control is simply start to feed pump at a low level and allow it to run until a higher water level is reached within the boiler. The sources and references that I have used to prepare this video lecture are enlisted here. Today I have completed 25th lecture on Control System 1. If you have any doubt, feel free to contact. Thank you for attention and response for all these lecture. Goodbye, my dear students.